Orhei. The Orhei, the city and a municipality in Moldova, the center of Orhei district. The city economy is presented by three important sectors for local economy. The industry on processing of agricultural products, trade and services sector, transport and other utilities. Telecommunications, the electric power and heat supply, water supply, the sewerage, recycling, etc. The agro-industrial sector is one of priority branches of city economy and includes 19 industrial enterprises. Large enterprises play the central role in city economy. First of all, Orhei, Cannery, Asta, Saw, Kiszcheto Vartli of Sol, Winery, Borhaven S.A. Winery, Jest Gabini of Saw, Tobacco Factory. Now manufacturing industry produces juice, milk, canned food, bread, cigarettes, alcoholic and soft drinks, goods for the house, a hosiery, footwear. Construction activity is restored. Trade and services sector is important branch of local economy. The number of service providers increased twice in recent years and reached 132 units. Large volume of the market of communication services, medicine, educations, etc. Besides, considerable volume of paid social services. Passenger transport, cultural, legal services, banking, tourism and excursions, several hotels. In addition to the sphere of production, in the city there are 14 gas stations, 18 boiler houses, treatment facilities, 2 pits. The city occupies the space of 1402 hectares, has a very different and picturesque landscape. Hills and slopes are located so that allow to create city prospects. Farmlands in city boundaries occupy 218 hectares. The pit of Ivanos occupies 54 hectares. The total area of gardening is 184 hectares, a 9.1% of total area, from whom 70% are covered with the wood. As of 2001, parks occupy 22 hectares, bushes -8 hectares. The city has mineral resources. Fields of a stone, gravel, rubble stone, and clays. The climate is moderately continental, in the summer hot. Agriculture problems in the hilly area, salinization of the soil, and erosion, landslides and ravines. In the neighborhood of the city orchards, on slopes of hills, vineyards are located. In Kadri, near the city, in 2013 the Moldova's first national park Orhei is created. In the 15th, 16th centuries the city was an 18 km below on a watercourse de rap, 12 km on a straight line. From modern location, on the place of the Zolotudinski city of Shekhar al-Jedid throne at the end of the 14th century. The bargaining houses of inhabitants and the residence of governors, Perkalab, were constructed, for protection of the city against nomads. The former Horde stone fortress was used. As a result of a campaign of the Turkish Sultan Süleyman Velikalepni, summer of 1538 the old city was completely destroyed and, since 1550, the 1568 years, sources speak about transfer of the city on the modern place. On the old place the remains of the ancient city, the historical and landscape reserve, Old Orhei, are located now. The remains of fortress and cave monasteries with underpasses remained up to now. They are between the villages of Trebuzini and Bucicini. Here, during archaeological excavations, ancient things and coins were found. Except that on the city of Orhei on his modern plates appear at the time of Board Alexander Lebeshnianu, since 1554 when the dam on confluence Kula and the route which allowed to create the lake was built. About him also the Tricantamir wrote. 1727. In the description of Moldova. Orhei district. It is called so by the name of Orgiva that on the Route River, the city is not especially big, however quite beautiful and abounding with everything that is required for human life. The Orhei lake located near the city and the beautiful island on him gives plentiful food. Note D. Cantemir mentions also non-existent already in his time Old Orhei, and mistakenly identifies his ruins with the Dacia fortress Petrodava. The Orhei lake mentioned by him was to the west from Orgiv, nowadays he is absent anymore. Conducting excavation near this lake, the Moldavian Soviet archaeologists found traces of ancient buildings on its west bank, in the modern village of Lukasaka. According to archaeologists, it was the ancient settlement of the old Slavic settlement existing till the 13th century, his d. Cantemir mistakenly considered Old Orhei in the description of Moldova. The Arshan, or in the Turkish transcription, Orhei, was ruined by attack of the Budzakske horde in 1758. Zaporozhets called Orgiv, Irgiv and Igriv. In Russia he was known in old times under the name of Origa or Orgov. Orgevsky Kadra are sung in Gayduksky songs as Edge of Liberty. Till 1812 in Orgiv there was a resident Turkish Sardari, operating a northern part of Bessarabia. In 1833 the town of Orhei is renamed into district the city of Orgiv and becomes the center of the county of the same name. In 1897 in the city there lived 12336 people, from them Jews -7149, Moldavians -3405, Russians -1273, Ukrainians -150. Before World War II Orhei was the house for many Jews. The Arshan was exempted from the Romanian German troops on April 6, 1944 during Umansko-Botychansky operation. From 1812 to 1949 and also in 1999-2003 I was the center of the Orhei County. Since 1940 until present, the administrative center of the Orhei district of Moldova. In 1949, 1952 and 1962-1991 I had the status of the city of Republic and subordination of the Moldavian Sir. In 1991 Orhei's population made 39.1 thousand inhabitants. In 1994 the city line of Orhei included Uts Progress. Residential district Slobozaya-Domi. The coat of arms accepted on April 2, 1826, as a sign of abundance of this sin at the woods represents a tree in the blue field. Orhei's coat of arms accepted in 1930 represents a board de Couperet. In the first part a gold gear tower with the closed gate and buttresses and open black windows. In the second part 2 silver crossed swords located handles down. The board is topped with a silver city crown with 5 towers. Symbolizes the ancient Orhei fortress and fight for her protection. The modern flag of Orhei was approved on September 18, 1997. He from 3 horizontal strips. Above a white strip, in the middle red, below yellow. On a red strip which width is equal to a half of width of a flag, 2 8-pointed stars, gold, yellow, from above, and silver, white, below are located. The city coat of arms approved along with a flag served as a prototype of a flag. In the coat of arms, gold and silver 8-pointed stars accompany a figure of the running horse. The municipal coat of arms was approved on December 5, 1997 by Regional Council with the following description. On red, the horse with a silver contour jumps between 2 stars with 8 ends, one of which of gold, and another silver, over gold wall, leaving peak. Board screened 5-pointed silver painting. On each side there are 2 natural oaks. On gold, a scarf it is drawn. Libertas et Pernitas. Freedom and continuity. In 1997 the population of the city is estimated at 37500 people. According to a population census of 2004. Population 25641 persons, 46.57% of women and 53.43% of men. The ethnic structure of the city looks as follows. 89.17% Moldavians, 3.59% Ukrainians, 5.45% Russians, 0.12% Gagauz, 0.18% Bulgarians, 0.14% Jews, 0.07% Poles, 0.59% Roma, 0.67% representatives of other nationalities. Known Orhei. Johann Altmann, theatrical critic, literary critic. Lilia Maffei, actress of the operetta, honored actress of the Russian Federation. 1998. Yosef Badiv, party figure. Yuri Baranansky, poet and translator. Mihai Valanta, the actor, studied in Orhei. Israel Goldberg, the mathematician, till 1941 studied in Orhei. Nikolai Demo, soil scientist. Though it's not, poet and participant of the French resistance. Wolf Zislis. Bessarabia underground worker. Moise Kogan, French sculptor and schedule. Shneur Kogan, Bessarabia artist, founder and professor of the Chisinau School of Painting. Chisinau Art School. Philip Levinson, Soviet military leader, divisional commissioner. Shopsa. Shops. Nashkotsin, participant of the Great Patriotic War, hero of the Soviet Union. 1945. Veniamin Mishkas, economist and statistician. Abram Neumann. French and German inventor and businessman. Pavel Parfeny, Moldavian singer and composer. Yosef Rabinovich, the Protestant missionary figure, the founder, the Christian community in Chisinau. Rada Serbu, pop singer, ex-soloist of the Ozone Group. Itzhak Spivak, children's writer, translator and teacher. The Cry. Marques. Feldman, cameraman. Jacobo Feynman. Argentina poet. Zemtsev Pyotr Alexievich. 1921-1967. The participant of the Great Patriotic War, the hero of the Soviet Union. 1945. After war lived and worked in Orhei as the master at the electroarmatura plant. Education. In Orhei there are 5 lyceums, 10 kindergartens, 1 technical school, 1 teacher training college and 1 medical school. Massachusetts media. In the city broadcasts to Radio Orhei radio stations, which possesses also the only news portal in the city and the area, Radio Orhei. Info and also entertaining radio station, Radio Orhei FM 97.58. Radio Orhei. Erland/. In some cafes of the city, on the central square and in parks there is free Wi-Fi. On November 8, 2018, 2 TV channels, with office air on Orhei. Orhei TV and Televiziunea Centrală. According to the director Detrei Kitteroj, the broadcasting schedule consists of news programs in the Romanian and Russian languages during which journalists will impartially represent the current situation in the Republic of Moldova and abroad. And the editorial policy of channels will be based on one principle: to steer clear of policy. At the same time, 80% of a grid consists of own or domestic original production. At the same time, a part of programs of TV channels is made with participation of creative groups from abroad. In particular, from Russia and Israel. Historical monuments and sites. The Orthodox Church of St. Dimitri, 1631-1636. One of the oldest in Moldova, is represented on the note of 5 Moldovan lei. Church of the Prelate Nicolae. It was built in the first half of the 19th century, and it is reconstructed at the end of the same century. The architecture of the temple fits into tradition of the Russian church eclecticism. Old Belief Church of Our Lady of Kazan. Belokranitsky Consent. Is built in the middle of the 19th century. Catholic Church. Beginning of the 20th century. It was constructed from 1904 to 1915 at the expense of Cezarina Doliva Dobrovolskaya, owning Bravichik estate near Orhei. The ancient noble saw it possessed her and had the relative to Piet's Dolipine. I died in 1924 and it is buried in a crypt in basements of a church. The Jewish cemetery in Orhei exists since the 18th century. Fossil Lupius Monument, Moldavian Principality from April 1634 to April 13, 1653 and from May 8 to July 16, 1653. Architect Robert Kurz, sculptor Oscar Kahn, 1932. From tourist attractions, the remained ancient buildings of Museum of Local Law, City Court, Mail, Justice of Zemstvo on 5. Mack Street. In the closest neighborhood of the city are located the Landscape Reserve, Old Orhei, in the rocky valley of the Rap, the Memorial Estate of the Revolutionary S. Lozo in the village of Piatra, the museum of the creator of the national Romanian fable Alexander Donic in Donic's village. The old name Bezin. The Museum of National Crafts and the noble estate Belioza in the village of Anca, National Park Orhei. The Krakowski Monastery is included in the list of monuments of architecture UNESCO. The city reservoir of Orhei. Area about 40 hectares. Is the beach in the recreation area reconstructed and newly opened in 2017. In 20 came to the south from the city, on the way to Chisinau, in the village of Romanesti there is a Romanești winery, which is also a part of Wine Tours of Moldova. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. all of good mood and good luck.